Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here today. At Miller-Motte College, we believe that education should do more than prepare you for a test. It should prepare you for a career and a future. Our IT and cyber programs are designed to do exactly that, equipping students with industry certifications, practical experience, and the skills they need not just to get their first job, but to grow and advance long-term in the technology and cybersecurity fields. Today's topics. In our time together, I'll give you an overview of the programs we offer, the resources and support that are available to our students, and the importance of industry certifications in today's competitive IT job market. Finally, we'll talk about what all of this means for your future, how these programs can open doors and help you move toward a career that is stable, rewarding, and full of growth opportunities. Our diploma in PC and network support technician. Let's begin with that. This is a wonderful starting point for anyone looking to enter the technology field quickly. The program emphasizes computer hardware, operating systems, and network setup. You'll spend plenty of time learning practical troubleshooting skills that give you the confidence to step into a real workplace. Graduates are ready for roles like PC technician or junior network staff, jobs where you can immediately start making a difference and building experience. From there, many students move into our Associate of Applied Science in IT Support Specialist. This is a fast entry pathway into the tech industry, especially for students who may not have had an IT background. The program builds confidence as it teaches troubleshooting, system setup, and customer support, skills that employers look for in almost every entry-level role. A major starting credential here is preparing for the CompTIA A+ certification, which is one of the most recognized starting credentials in IT. Faculty really work with students to make sure they not only learn the material, but feel ready to put it into practice. Cybersecurity has become essential in every industry, from healthcare to finance to government. Our cybersecurity programs, available at both the associate and bachelor's levels, train students to identify vulnerabilities, protect systems, and respond to security incidents. Coursework ranges from ethical hacking to cryptography to incident response. Graduates are prepared for roles like security analyst or penetration tester, and for those who continue on to the bachelor's program, it also opens doors to leadership positions. This is an exciting and high-demand field where our students are really making a difference. Another popular option is our Bachelor of Science in Network Operations and Security. This program combines two critical skill sets: network administration and cybersecurity. Students learn how to configure, monitor, and protect network systems. Instructors emphasize how these two areas overlap, because today, every strong network professional also needs to understand security. Graduates step confidently into positions like network administrator or security technician with the knowledge to keep systems running smoothly and safely. Our computer science bachelor's program is perfect for students who want a deeper, more theoretical foundation. It covers programming languages, algorithms, and data structures, but it also teaches students how to think critically and solve complex problems. This program opens the door to careers in software development, systems analysts, and beyond, and it also sets up students who may want to continue their education in graduate school. Cloud computing is everywhere. It drives the way we store information, run applications, and keep business running. That's why our cloud computing program is in such high demand. Students learn cloud architecture, deployment, and operations, always with a strong focus on security and disaster recovery. Through scenario-based labs, students practice facing the same challenges they'll see on the job. By the time they graduate, they're prepared for roles like cloud administrator or cloud security technician, careers that are rapidly growing all over the world. For students who want to grow into leadership roles, our IT management program is the next step. This bachelor's degree goes beyond technical training to cover IT governance, project management, and strategic planning. Many of our IT management students are already working in the field, and they come to us ready to move into supervisory or leadership positions. Our faculty balance theory with practical applications, helping students connect what they're learning in class directly to their workplace experiences. Data has become one of the most valuable resources in today's world, and our data management program prepares students to manage it responsibly and effectively. Students learn how to design databases, ensure secure storage, and use data for decision making. We emphasize ethical practices and case studies that show how data impacts organizations and communities. Graduates leave prepared for careers in database management, analytics, and data strategy, roles that are becoming more and more vital across industries. Our software development program is another exciting path. It combines technical foundations like database management and security with creative, specialized courses in areas such as game development and mobile applications. Students graduate with a wide skill set that allows them to enter many different areas of the technology industry, from designing websites to developing complex software systems. Of course, what really makes these programs stand out is our faculty. Each instructor brings not only advanced degrees and certifications like CompTIA Security Plus, the CISSP, and Microsoft credentials, but also years of real-world industry experience. That means every lesson combines academic knowledge with practical, on-the-job insights. Our faculty care deeply about student success, and they work hard to mentor, support, and encourage each learner from day one to graduation and beyond. Up next, the Career Services team.
Wonderful. First, thank you, Michael. That's very good information. And then the fact that a lot of times people hear IT and cybersecurity, they just think help desk or they think IT support. So you breaking it down, talking about pen testing, cloud computing, those are all amazing fields. And I'm glad that you said that because it'll touch on some things when I talk about growth and certifications and career paths. So thank you so much for that, Michael, and your time. So just to go over something real quick, the students services, and you could talk about this with your program director or student services team, but every program has a capstone course that's going to talk about everything and prepare you directly for the certification exam. This is vital. This is very important because this is what you're going to need. And it's going to talk about lab-based projects. So these are things that you could put on your resume, you could speak to in interviews. You could use, it's a basic hands-on scenario, and it's a form of training and on hands-on on the job training in a sense that you can use for experience. It's faculty-led coaching, and our faculty is very well versed. And then these are certified aligned practice tests. So we're just not giving you blind tests. These are questions that are actually pulled from CompTIA or what have you, Google, whatever you use. And for us as educators all around, the capstone does it's overall a mastery, and it equips all students. You can go to the next slide. So, of course, your student services team will send out Padlets with certification tips, practice labs, and exam prep content. So make sure you are utilizing this, because by the time you get to the career services team, we're going to be talking to you about applying this stuff and getting you right in front of employers so you can talk about these things and have your certifications and be more marketable. They'll even do live review sessions and use interactive tool support. So that way you will walk you, the academics and student service team will walk you through exam registration, and they'll even prep you and even go through test anxiety, because I'm just like that too. I'll know all the stuff and then I'll be scared to take the test. So trust me, I get it. Next slide. All right, so this is very important, and this is something I wanted to touch on. The value of a certification. So I'll give an example. So there's a help desk one job that says preferred CompTIA A plus or Security Plus certification. So some folks will see the word preferred and go, oh, I don't have to get one. That's fine. You don't always have to get one. You could have other experience in some other way. But the reality is, if 100 people apply and 26 people have the CompTIA A plus or Security Plus, they're going to look at those folks first, because even though it says it's preferred and not required, those folks will get that priority. That is what will put you in a different magnitude to HR. So it's the first HR filter on entry roles. When they look at applicants, they're going to filter out and they're going to put the word CompTIA, and they're going to only get the people who have certification. In that sense, you put yourself to stand apart when it comes to competition. So this is very valuable in IT and cyber. So like I mentioned, CompTIA A+, there's Security Plus, there's AWS Cloud Practitioner, and there's others as well. You can go next slide. So I'll be more specific. So I'm sure you're all like, what's and a good website to look at all this would be dice.com or some other websites. But IT support and PC network support technician, so CompTIA A+, network ops and security or cybersecurity, security plus or network plus. So simply what it is, doing things that's more security based, or if you had a virus or were hacked, cloud computing, those are a little bit more advanced, and then data management, so that's database administration, what have you move up and get to that, and IT management for those who have experience already and want to go into the management role, CompTIA Project Plus. And another one too is CYSA Plus. So that's another good one. You can go to the next slide. And this is how you leverage these certifications. And my team, myself and my team, will work with you to make sure that we are definitely putting this out there for you. And the CSA who works with IT and cyber most is Penny, or Giuseppina Mancuso. She goes by Penny. Same person if you see it. But she's phenomenal. So she will be the one reaching out to you all and doing this. But the certification section, it should be near the top. Once you get that certification, put it near the top. It's going to scream, I know what I'm doing. I have this experience. Also put it on your LinkedIn, because when there's recruiters looking for folks to fill IT contract roles, whether government contracts or new companies and startups, they're going to look for the people who have certifications first. And they're going to type in Security Plus, A+, and whatever area, or if it's virtual in general. And we do have employer partners who work with Miller-Motte College. So they'll type in Miller-Motte College, Security Plus, Miller-Motte College, A+, Miller-Motte College, CompTIA, and you will come up. So it's important to make sure you keep your credentials updated. And then finally, when you interview, push and harp on this certification, why it made you better, what did you learn, how you're going to leverage it, and always mention that you're not going to stop at that certification. This is a hint. This is a little cheat code. Mention that you want to get into that job. So once you get into that job, you want to push to the next certification, and you want that job to leverage you to do that. Next slide. So what these programs offer, I'm not going to read off of this, don't worry. They just give you a pathway into technology careers. These certifications get your foot in the door. They get you right in. Even Genius Bar at Apple, most people come in, they don't need one, but once they get these certifications, you can start working in the corporate office. You can start fixing more technical devices. They pay X amount more an hour or per year, and then they'll move you up in other roles. And there's contracts, there's government contracts. I know Booz Allen Hamilton, Leidos has, they're always growing. Apex Systems, Tech Synap, Tech Systems, Insight Global. I can go on and on, but these are some prominent IT companies or companies that work primarily IT that are always looking for certifications. They contact me and my team all the time saying, do you have folks who are passing them? So get on them. The school, talk to student services advisors of how the process works with certification and reimbursement or what have you. I don't want to step on their toes, but I do know that there's a process with that, and it's very, very easy to do. Just work with them. And this is something that you can take and do successfully. Let me go to the next slide. So with that said, next we're going to do Q&A. So Michael and I will be on the screen. If you have any questions, feel free to chat us. Yeah, let's do it. Hold on. All right. So with that said, so we got a very, very good question. So what's the difference? One that I get a lot, and this is a good question that a viewer asked. The biggest difference between what are some of the jobs that you could do, or what's the difference between A+ and a Security Plus? So this can actually be answered in many ways. Mike, if you want to chime in, you can. A Security Plus, it just depends on marketability, what you want to do. A+ is more hardware based. So fixing printers, fixing hardware, what have you, it's more entry level. Whereas security is more network based, or working with security protocols or what have you. Am I on the right track, Michael?
Sort of, yeah. You kind of got the right idea. A plus is
Okay.
a foundational certification. It really is the one that you need to get. But A plus covers everything. It doesn't go very deep, but it's very, very wide. It's 2 separate exams. One is hardware and one is software. And it covers everything from operating systems to basic networking to touches on security. It does all those kind of things. The Security Plus is narrowly focused. It's on simply on security, and it covers several of the domains from the CISSP, which is like a top tier certification, that just not as in depth, but it covers some of the basic domains that it covers, so that you have a strong familiarity with security protocols, encryption, and all that sort of thing. So both of them are important for anybody in IT, but the entry level certification is A+.
Okay, that's a good one. That's what good. Thanks for the good supplement. That's good. Another question that came through: if an employer asks, "What certifications do you have? Or are you working on?" That's a good one because a lot of you are in a position where you probably do not have it yet, or you're already looking for jobs. Because if you work for my team, you should be applying to jobs before you finish, which is what you should be doing. So if you are already working on certification, you just let them know, hey, I recently completed my IT training, and I'm scheduled to sit for the exam, or I plan to sit for the exam next month. My next goal is to get X certification, so A plus, Network Plus, because I believe it'll strengthen my networking knowledge or position myself for a help desk or junior tech role or what have you. So you just talk about your plan. If you already hold a certification, you would say, hey, I already completed my CompTIA A plus, but I'm looking to prepare for my Security Plus. I chose that because I want to have a solid foundation. And for IT support or entry level roles, it'll help me move up. So just speak on plan. They see that you're being proactive.
Yeah. You want to make sure that the thing is, someone that's in IT will already know that IT changes constantly, and the way that you keep your knowledge current is by continuous learning. So saying I have this certification and now I'm working on this one shows that you understand that it's an ongoing process. You have to be a lifelong learner to be successful in IT, and everyone in IT understands
that. Okay. And one more question I see that's popped up. How can I gain real world IT experience while I'm in school? That's a good one. That's a very good question. Many students, I guess, they'll volunteer for IT support and nonprofits. They'll do churches, they'll do community centers. We had a student who actually started fixing phones and doing things on their own, fixing computers, learning things they were learning in class, and doing it for free or doing it for a low cost. It's a little bit of risk with that, so make sure you know what you're doing. But we also have employer contacts for like very entry level roles. For example, there's One Support. They have some part-time and full-time roles where they'll do virtual. You actually help people virtually working from home. And then of course, working towards certifications like A plus or Security Plus while you're in school, it doubles as real world experience, as I mentioned earlier, because a lot of times these skills and training are looked at as skills that are learned right away. So good question.
Absolutely. And going out and volunteering for things helps build your network too. It's really important to have other people in the field and people who can recommend you for other things.
Perfect. Any other questions, anyone? These are some very good questions, by the way. If not, if you want to get my contact information, or you should have heard from already from the beginning, Penny Mancuso, but if you want to reach out to me, it's jeffrey.williams@miller-motte.edu. Feel free to reach out with any questions you have or any resume support or what have you. Just because I'm director of the department does not mean I do not get in the trenches and help my team and help you all be successful, because at the end of the day, your success and you continuing to change the world, build your life, and grow is part of what we do every day and our dedication to you. So, and if no one has anything else, we can go to the next slide. And thank you, Michael, too, for this good information.
Hey, thank you, Jeffrey.